Hello Funk Ninjas, welcome back to my broadcast video going to continue the story of the Red Mage. Alright, let's do this. See from your glint in your eyes and the soul crystal yours has surrendered its secrets. Welcome to the ranks of the Red Mages. The art we practice is born from noble origins. Its balanced and controlled energies were once used to stem the tide of destruction and reclaim a future for the dispossessed. I speak of the age some 1500 years past when the class of two sorceress civilizations brought about the sixth umbral calamity. Era the great floods rose, people fled from their homes and onto the mountains of Galablena. Even mages of March and Andapur were to be found amongst the refugees. These were wizardly practitioners became targets for retribution for the past they played in upsetting the natural balance, and soon did they shed their ropes of black and vestments of white. If people were to survive and rebuild following the disaster, however, they would need the power of arcane. Thus were the principles of black and white magics reinvented, and upon their combined foundations an entirely new discipline was built, red magic. But I have prattled on about the history of it for far long enough, far better that you experience the red magic firsthand and remain the mysteries of who sent kidnappers after the poor girls, and I have a feeling attempts to unearth the culprits will provide the battle practice you require. Before we plunge into the fray, however, there is a questions I would ask. Come with me to Eastern Fanland, the Church of Saint Aldeban Lodama. Kimiko, there you are. I would introduce you to Father Lucid, but I believe the two of you already are acquainted. Exron has told me the tale of nefarious spellcasters and nefarious spellcasters and the attempts to kidnap two young girls who you wish to ask if the Thamra Palatable Caleb is known to me, yes? There is several such cults which come to mind, but I must have more detail. You say each member shared some rather unusual traits? Aye, not one word spoken over the entire exchange, not one shift in expression when I urged them to yield. Each of them also appeared branded with some manner of tattoo, a sigil pulsing with arcane energy. Ah, an evil practice. Such cursed sigils are known to destroy the will of the bearer, resulting in a biblical puppet which acts in much the manner you have described. This is no salvation for which wretched creatures. Then we must seek the fiend who pulled their strings. Pray learn what you can of the Cabal and its purpose, Father. Kimiko, we have another task to attend to. Might I suggest some light stretching before you step outside? You'll soon understand why. You have learned all red mage accents and traits to level 50. Detailed descriptions of the accents and windows. I am well practiced in the arts. No, I'm just kidding. Did you notice we were being followed, Kimiko? The very cabal we were investigating seemed to have taken an interest in us. I sense an ambush in the offering. Do they seek to silence us? Perhaps. We'll let them try. This will be the perfect opportunity for you to test your newly acquired skills. But first, a brief lesson. The red mage spells belong in two distant schools, rooted as they are in the ancient disciplines of black and white magics, intertwined and form a solid core of red magic. Though the balanced casting of both disciplines can a red mage build this foundation higher and higher. When your strength has reached its peak, that is when you lunge forward and unleash the energies throbbing within your blade. Thrummering? Not throbbing, there's no B. Thrummering within your blade. Sorry. Anyway. And when you leap away, return to the first step. It is a dance, my friend. A dance. Come out, wherever you are. We have no intention of running or hiding from you. I wear a sword, as you can see, but I am not practical to violence. It is no chance we might attempt to parley in all of bloodletting. How unsettling. Well, Kimiko, it seems you will have your battle. Remember what I have taught you. Bloody cur! Completed. These puppets must have a leader lurking nearby. Let us take the battle to our ambushers, shall we? Ah, but before we resume the hunt, let us be sure of your technique. As a red mage, excuse me, you are capable of casting 2 spells in rapid succession using what is known as dual cast effect. Atone a short spell, and you will find that the lengthy incantations can now be cast in an instant. Take advantage of this technique to bombard your foes with arcane destruction.
Look at him. What are you carrying? What is that? Another orb, huh? The Fallen send another. Oh, others. To their allies. Oops. Oh, what the shit? Oh, what the shit? Cerberus. Gotcha. Well done, Kimiko. You have exceeded my expectations, which is a fortunate thing. If I did not appreciate the arrival of that fearsome hound, these mages were willing to forfeit their own lives to ensure that we lost ours. Do you see the brand on her left cheek? This is the curse sigil which stole her will and left her vulnerable to the most heinous of commands. Our ambushers were young men and women, everyone, all transformed into mindless pawns by the hidden master. And this master has shown no compulsion against sacrificing pieces that outlive their usefulness. No, this cannot stand. Heed me, Kimiko. You have begun your education in red magic, but there is much more I would teach you. Come, let us return to the Ilchyard. Know you the history of these graves? The Church Ilchyard is the final resting place for many victims of the Seventh Umbral Calamity. Red magic it has conceived the stem that tides of destruction in an age when the abuse of sorcery flooded the world with death. In distractions from earlier disciplines is key, whilst practitioners of black and white magics drawn upon umbral ether, a red mage weaves the spells using only the reserves of mana with which she was born. In the era in which red magic was created, to do otherwise was forbidden. To manifest more powerful effects, the first red mage adapted a method by which precise sword techniques would harness and amplify the energies of their spoken incantations. The mage's own physical forms serving as an arcane accelerator, an ingenious way of preserving their self-imposed limitations. Understanding that the blade we wield is not simply a weapon, it is a focus of all our efforts to lessen strife and suffering. Every generation of red mages is part of an unending battle. We are soldiers who fight for those enduring violence and subjugation, the bill mark against an unkind vergers of fate. "20 years ago I joined the revolutionaries in Alamigo and learned red magic alongside like-minded companions. We formed the Crimson Duelists, and together we rose up against the tyranny of the Mad King Theodore. We were crushed. Of all the duelists, only I survived to watch our homeland languish under the rule of the Imperial invaders. Until we arrived there, of course. Even after leaving Alamigo, I never ceased fighting for its liberation. And when I learned of the calamity, of the threat of all the land of yours, I allied myself with the valiant scholars of Celeria. In the end, I was unable to protect my homeland or halt the approach of the fairy disaster, but never once in all these years have I betrayed the oath, the duelist oath, sworn to champion the weak with heart and steel. Such is the nature of the magic you will learn from the idealistic fool. If you would master this art, however, then my road shall become your road for the duration of your studies. I will remain here at the church for the time being, and be a pest to the good Father Ildred until we uncover the origins of the cult. Your only chore shall be to reflect upon your lessons of the day and prepare for your next encounter. Alright, that completes the Crimson Duelist. Thank you for watching my broadcast test video. Going to continue the Red Mage story next. I'll catch you next time. Peace and stay funky.